What's up? It's your boy Monty. To the left of me, it is my man Vader. Y'all know who the fuck that is. Shouts out to Vader for showing up.
Lord X Java. What up?
We got two senseis.
Yep.
Two senseis. We have
Top tier.
Sun God Sensei and we have Simply Jew Sensei in the motherfucking building.
Heavy knowledge. Just Simply Juice Sensei. All memes, all fruit juices. All the time.
Fruit juices.
So,
hey,
y'all
some
already
guys
know.
sensei, I'm saying health is wealth. Treat your body right. Stay healthy, stay clean.
Praise the fucking sun.
Praise the sun. But anyway, how y'all niggas doing? I guess I'll start.
Go for it, yeah.
I'm
Keep
good.
going, man.
You know what I'm saying? Per usual. I can't complain outside of what the fuck going on. And yeah, I'm good. We're gonna keep it real, quick. So, Vader, how you feeling?
I'm good, bro. Like I really can't complain. Like I said, I'm just every day is a new opportunity to get better. Something that you might have not been as good as the day before. So that's all I'm doing. I'm good. I can't complain, bro.
Supreme motivational Vader.
Nah, real shit.
Uplift Vader.
It is still hashtag.
2021, nigga. Uplift Vader 2021.
Oh yeah.
Every fucking decade.
Oh yeah.
Every year.
Nah, that's
until infinity and beyond.
But yeah,
how you feeling, Jew?
I've been alright. Things been slow, but it's cold and I can't stand it. So
niggas don't do good in the winter.
Yeah. Black people really not built for the cold.
I hate the winter. I'm definitely a summer baby.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Look,
I'm good with the heat.
We said praise the sun, right?
Yep.
Right.
Sun
That's
God.
the thing. But otherwise, I've been alright. I'm just I've been slowly kneading the dough as we discussing the production. We have production.
Hey, there you go.
just been kneading the dough and just every day, little grind here, little grind there. Just keep it up.
Straight RPG out here.
You know how it is. It's I don't pay
TKV.
I don't pay to win. I grind to win, and that's how it's got to be right now. And also, fuck the government. Fuck.
Ooh.
Sneak that in.
That's how we started off.
That's how.
Oh, it's your turn. How you feeling,
I wake
bro?
up and choose battle. How you doing, Marcus?
Man, I'm doing great, guys. I mean, honestly, it's been a great day, been a great opportunity just to create new habits. You know what I'm saying? Just every day trying to wake up and master yourself in different ways. So I'm saying.
So when the hell you writing a motivational book? Or we gonna start small with like the calendar?
We're gonna work on
He's
it.
definitely gonna have a motivational calendar.
We try to get this money, bro.
Hey,
on this.
This is man.
At this point, it's time.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
check. Ain't nobody stopping until we get a blue check. And even when we get the blue check, nigga, we getting the checks, nigga. Blue faces, nigga.
Big facts. Well, that's
No
good.
blue faces, but actually, I want a blue face, though.
How was y'all niggas Valentine's Day?
If y'all even really gave a fuck about Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
From the beginning, let's start off.
Capitalist
Let's
question.
start with the niggas who actually, I guess, had a Valentine's
Yeah,
Day.
you're going to start in that
Go ahead,
direction.
Vader.
We can go that way, just to make it even.
Uh,
How was yours, Vader?
Mine was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shawty, she real strict about like the COVID shit right now, so she ain't really trying to go out too much. So we just did some inside shit. You know what I'm saying? She got me something. She got me this little ring and shit. I got her the conventional bear and chocolates and what the fuck, the balloon and shit. Oh, and the flowers and too.
You worked hard, sir.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
All
I tried
American
to cover
Vader.
Nah, because I mean,
See it.
she's a good woman. Nah, real life, she's a good woman. That's what she wants. So I just, and she don't even ask much for real.
We digging all American Vader right now.
Hey,
No,
exactly.
some real
All
shit. Like,
American
she'll ask
Vader,
much.
nigga.
She's a good woman, so I figured, fuck it, And then of course, did.
No, man, we fully understand.
But mine was cool. Like other than that, I would like to travel, but shit, y'all wild right now with everything.
Yeah, I mean,
so.
it's a whole Panasonic outside,
Yeah, so
bro.
that's not
So,
gonna happen.
COVID 20 just dropped, confirmed. I tried to tell niggas thought I was joking because it had a meme attached to it. But COVID 20 happened.
you got an edu troll out here.
You know how I like to go.
Yeah.
So, Monty, how was your Valentine's Day?
Same situation.
Okay.
I was in house. We pretty much, similar situation. She's very COVID paranoid.
Yeah, it's wrong.
but we did have like a small gathering amongst friends. M was there, and then we had our private little, I guess, Valentine's Day. I got gifts, and I made dinner. Yeah.
Sir, what did you make?
I made filet mignon. I tried to cut it in the heart of a shape. Jesus. I tried to cut it in the shape of a heart, but failed completely.
Nice
trying to be cute.
I mean, you probably did better than you
slacking?
think. It's harder than you really shape like.
You need some new knives.
That's really what it is. She don't got a knife sharpener, but like that's neither here nor there.
That's
I be doing a ghetto method where I sharpen the knife with like a steak knife. It worked a little bit, but like it's really not a preferred method, and I'm actually fucking it up. I need like an actual knife sharpener, vibes. But anyway,
Damn,
I made
Monty slipping?
Just a little bit.
It's not my set. And I didn't want to bring my let me bring my knife to.
What?
Anyway,
no, I just you didn't look there.
I don't drive though. Y'all niggas know I don't drive.
Right.
If I drove, then
Right.
that's a different situation. I'm catching a mark out there.
So I'm
But she does pick me up sometime. But that's neither here nor there.
I'll meet you by a motorcycle.
Alright, cool. Let me finish.
It's time for bike money.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah, it is. I agree. Nigga, if I nigga.
I don't want you to get a bike. Bikes are very dangerous, honestly.
I mean, yeah,
I'm getting a bike.
But like, I live off.
I'm gonna have a bike.
Exactly. I live off the adrenaline rush, my nigga. But anyway, I made filet mignon, sauteed asparagus, and then I made mashed potatoes. And then I seen this little thing on Tasty. I'm pretty sure niggas probably seen because it's like popular now with some heirloom tomatoes, and I think they were cherry or heirloom. I can't remember. But the cherry tomato joints, some feta cheese, a little bit of olive oil.
Italian salad.
Yeah, and you're supposed to put like some pasta in it, but I didn't put pasta in it because I already had mashed potatoes. I put that on top of the mashed potatoes, and I finished it off with some truffle.
Okay. A little sing.
Okay. Yeah.
Top tier.
Little bedazzle on that thing.
And we had wine, of course. So yeah.
Wine is always going to be involved.
And I lit firewood.
So
you had a bonfire?
The good embers.
I hit that fireplace.
Yeah. With the good embers.
You might as well plug the fur rug.
Exactly.
I mean,
with the tiger,
the champagne.
Champagne. Alright, anyway, what's y'all?
So Marcus, was Valentine's Day leg day or back day?
Wow.
Wow.
I was actually working. No, matter of fact. So I was doing a lot of lifting because, like I said, that's what I do during my day job. Just a lot of lifting furniture and stuff.
So
like that.
what you said, it was a full body day.
It was a full body day.
Right.
But like I said, afterwards during the evening, I swung by my mother's place and I had some flowers for her.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's nice. That's nice. That's
nice. I can dig that.
You are still at that point a better person than me. Pull up the joint. This is gonna be fast. Full disclaimer. I don't believe in Valentine's Day. That shit can die. Death to Cupid. Death to hearts.
Fact.
Death to the February.
Now that's
actual cherubs are fucking scary. Have you seen like a biblical accurate?
Look up cherubs or cherubim on Wikipedia right now.
Them niggas look scary.
You're not gonna go to sleep tonight.
They got like 6 wings, nigga.
Are cherubs the angel baby thing?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like.
According to what the motherfuckers popularized off of like Greco-Roman shit. Or whatever.
Like
biblical accurate cherubs. They scary
babies. White baby Cupid, is a lie.
I mean, I figured that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like the actor,
I don't think there's really that much into it, but I guess
the text accurate horrors. Cupid is a fucking demon.
Text accurate Cupid. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, look, Jew. I don't really, honestly, I'm not the biggest believer of the conventional Valentine's Day in my personally and shit. But why don't you? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I feel like Valentine's Day is just another one of those things that.
Isn't it linked to like pagan beliefs?
So
I mean, outside of that, I mean, the same Valentine's murder or whatever.
Yeah, that's what Valentine's Day massacre. Wasn't it a bunch of wild shit?
It was a couple of guys were martyred on February 14th. I think in Ireland or some shit like that. Whatever. A couple of guys named Valentine. One of them I think became a saint.
Yeah.
in America, I don't know when it became, buy your favorite girl flowers and
That's what I'm
teddy
trying to
bears and
figure out. When
things.
did this commercial
I don't know.
This shit is-
I don't know the history. I know it's older than 1990 because for my entire life that's what it's been. Why do I hate it or don't believe in it? Because it's just like everything about it disgusts me,
Bro,
from a young age.
I feel like it's clearly a made up holiday, though.
I mean,
it's some made up. It's some made up.
It's like
some
a
made up bullshit.
it's like a
Like,
Hallmark
it is-
holiday.
What are some of those things that you said?
So from a young age, I never liked the. It seems exploitative to me. Like it just forces you to go out there and stretch yourself out because if you don't come home with the exact right Valentine's Day gift, you sleeping on the couch then like nigga, what? It's Wednesday.
Yeah, kind of puts like this like.
It was
guys
actually
in, like,
on
this kinda,
Sunday,
like,
but
beta-
you know,
well,
I
beta
digress.
male
Yeah. I mean,
I get you.
It's just so you know, like the fact that it's not like a holiday like Christmas or Thanksgiving, where it's like we celebrate this on a day, and this is the thing. And I don't really like American traditions anyway, but that's a whole nother avenue of things. We talk about Valentine's Day specifically. From a young age, I've had nothing but this name for it, and as I've gotten older and learned more about like sort of what like how it operates, I've become more disgusted. So like as I learned like how so there's certain industries which feast on Valentine's Day, like certain vacation spots and restaurants and certain hotel chains. We make 40% of our yearly revenue on this day by itself.
Wow.
That's
Yeah, like that's what all that's connected to is commercial
and
value.
I mean, I'm cool with money. I like money as much as the next guy, but miss me with the mass capitalism, and you're gonna like. I've seen people.
I mean, the same thing can be said about Christmas.
Oh,
agreed.
I mean, all holidays.
That's why,
like for market consumerism.
Everything we do in America, you can attach that same argument to, and that's why.
Nigga, look. Imagine how much money the grocery store industry makes on holidays alone, let alone fucking like the 4th of July, nigga.
Safeway and Giant stock turkeys all year round.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy a turkey in April if you want to.
Because it's a popular holiday protein, nigga.
Only when you buy them in November. I go to grocery stores all year round. Turkeys and hams are in grocery stores all year round, but you only buy them twice a year at best.
Hey,
bruh.
I got a whole idea I'm trying to do, bruh. Like just as like a mild tangent, right? So I've been peeping. They've been having duck bacon at Giant.
That just sounds amazing.
What?
Duck bacon
at Giant.
Get on it.
Wait.
Get on it.
Repeat.
Duck
bacon. Bacon.
Cured
Yo.
duck with the fat, and you fry it.
Oh my god.
Get on it.
Yeah.
And you said Giant?
Said Giant.
Your local Giant?
Yeah, it's like $7.
That's what I mean.
Yes, but you know.
What was you saying? He was like.
But anyway, so duck bacon.
Oh my god.
Turducken, nigga. Wrap it in a turducken, nigga. You goddamn right. And then I'm getting some good Irish fucking butter, and I'm making a compound butter with that and some fucking panko, some good parm, and truffle butter mixed
Money
up.
real life
Yeah.
just gave out his up.
I just gave you some free game.
His real life like
And for real, if you want to be like extra fancy, Cornish hens, nigga. Wrap the bacon in the Cornish hens.
What? They're like pocket chickens.
I know. That's what I'm like. What?
It's a personal little chicken.
You ever think about Marcus? I know you think about this because you eat like how I eat. You ever think about how you just want to eat a whole chicken?
Always.
So, but it's like, damn, that's disgustingly fat for me to eat a whole chicken. You just get Cornish hens.
I don't even care.
Oh, I mean, I understand that. But
Yeah.
I gotta feed the beast.
I mean,
I understand that.
Facts. Well, at the end of the day, I guess
What do you think Lori Harvey did for the thing? I keep calling that shit Thanksgiving. Yo, disclaimer: I have been calling Valentine's Day Thanksgiving.
Nah, because
for like the
what's
past.
that nigga name?
Michael
Michael B. Jordan.
Just get you a turkey.
I mean, that's a good. Cause like we was talking about turkeys anyway. But I've been calling Valentine's Day Thanksgiving for like the better part of the rest of this month. But what y'all niggas think Lori Harvey was doing on Valentine's Day though? Throwing?
Bro, this nigga Michael B. Jordan rented out the whole aquarium and the whole turtle section because her favorite animal is a turtle.
I mean, if you got it,
That's
And
cute.
niggas said,
I
niggas-
fuck with that.
That's
That's
moves
cute.
that niggas
That's a
in that
power
type of
move.
time
I
period
would do
make.
that shit.
That
That's
is-
yeah.
that is-
That's
I
what
do
you,
that
that's what you
shit.
do
Shit,
when
yeah.
you win.
That's-
When you win 5-star Throatmaster 1000.
Gut, gut, come on.
I'm just saying,
Gut, gut.
especially if you falling up on niggas like P Diddy.
Look,
Oh,
first of all,
shit, hey,
you
no,
don't
what
have
is
you
that
don't
doing?
you don't have the bag. You don't have the bag with P Diddy to compete. So you obviously got to go hard. You got like you. I mean, some dudes, you know, you still try to tug at hoes' heartstrings, and it works. I'm not gonna hate the man for it, even though he's still watching also.
I mean, that's cool. I mean, honestly, I don't know. Maybe she is a thought. Maybe she isn't. It's not even really. I
don't
guess
think she
relevant.
is.
People do what they want to and shit.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? But it's just with the Diddy
I mean-
and the son thing. Like, how do you explain that? Like, somebody explain that to me in a way that seems reasonable without calling. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Come on
without
now.
calling her a thought? No,
Yes.
that's impossible. It's called pure bred sluttery. But I mean, you can do what you want. She can do what
Facts.
she wants.
Bruh, I'm just 100%.
She can do what she wants. But yeah, if you with the son, you with the father, it's only two situations going on. Either you tried to marry up or you got batted up. And
I mean,
look, we already know black fathers is toxic. Like that's neither here nor there. Like if Boosie was
I
paying,
feel like Diddy will probably the one black father.
That's just crazy.
I mean,
Yeah, that's-
that is crazy.
Yeah, like
That sounds like an episode of freaking Empire.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
just goofy as hell.
Yeah, like, oh man, you was fucking with that's my baby. Like, oh well, you know, she was trying to get on this record label. What? It didn't,
But she wasn't even trying to do that. Like,
I don't know what Lori Harvey goes. I don't know
Is she
anything about her.
trying to be any type of
Like, I don't know what her thing is. Is she just industry? Is she just Steve Harvey's stepdaughter? Like,
I mean, from what I understand, she dates a lot of
was she a porn star?
I don't believe
think
so.
so.
No, I don't
No.
think so. I think she's just one of these new age celebrity women.
Oh,
IG
okay. All
with
right.
a lot of followers.
That's cool.
I don't know, like they, from what I understand.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
this is for shit like this. Niggas needed M and C Fair because at least one of them would have known.
Hey,
What?
Yeah.
How Lori Harvey rose to like power?
I mean,
Whatever.
I mean, like she had money already, and she already was plugged in and shit, you know.
Yeah.
But all of this goes like kind of went into like because we was talking earlier about Russ. Like, is Russ a simp? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't really think he is. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
whoa,
Honestly,
whoa.
because he's married to
Catch
her.
me up.
Okay. So
I-
yeah. Okay. So Russell Wilson,
Okay.
one of the 10 highest paid quarterbacks.
Indeed.
And he's really good too. He's top.
Date Sierra. You know Sierra. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
you know the songs. You know looks. You know all that.
Rockin',
So
jumping,
the idea.
everybody get on the floor.
The idea.
Everybody
Right, because Sierra has a child by Future,
Yeah.
so she's one of his 42 and a half baby mothers. The general male public seems to believe that makes Sierra washed up.
Everybody.
So somebody like
two-step.
Russell Wilson
we
shouldn't
about
say the
to-
things and do that he says about her and does things he does
Why not?
because they're miserable. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, why is Russ a simp?
So,
first off, he's married.
I don't get it
This
either.
is his wife. First off, like they've been together for 5 years.
So
and shit.
this is
happy they're
There's nothing
Yeah,
wrong
and they have
with
2
saying
children together. Like, it's like
Exactly.
there's 3 main explanations I get about why Russell Wilson is a simp.
because she was a baby mother beforehand.
So
because she's
the idea that he
big
took her
mother
off the
Future?
quote unquote
No, yeah, it's
trash
Future.
heap. That's still Sierra.
Exactly.
So that's
She
still
was
Sierra.
still Sierra before
That's-
all that.
Sierra.
Sierra.
Like, are you going to turn down Beyonce because she had 2 kids by Jay-Z? No.
no. It doesn't sound.
Lie to
smart,
yourself.
nigga.
If you listen to this right now, lie to yourself right now and at me. At Simply Juice Sensei, all platforms. At
If Queen
Anyway.
B swang that whack this way,
it's a rap.
If Russ is a simp, then Nipsey Hussle is
absolutely
a
I
simp.
would.
Facts. And
Like,
One
you
dude
want to be a
thousand.
real nigga.
You ain't wanna hear
You
that?
can tell me that Russ is a cornball. All right, whatever. That's your
See,
opinion. You
why
can tell
did-
me that.
so
So,
this-
but he's
this
not
why
no
you-
simp.
this
If
why
Russ
you
is a simp, Nipsey Hussle is a simp.
Hold
Real
on,
live.
because Marcus is out on this. This is why people say Russ is a cornball. Russell Wilson is one of those guys. He loves Jesus. He loves his job. He loves his family.
Honestly, it's the Jesus shit that everything else is cool, but it's like.
I mean, I don't even think about it too much because Russell Wilson to me, I can't call Russell Wilson a simp because he pulled the most boss move to me, in my opinion. So he will always have my respect for dumping that white girl a month before he signed a
She
new
was
black
ugly
contract.
anyway.
Facts, like I love that move. I love that move.
So when dudes
and
say
Sierra of all people,
when dudes say Russell Wilson's a simp, I can't buy it because I seen the upgrade, the actual physical upgrade Russell Wilson made in his whole lifestyle. So before he signed that second contract, he was dating a white girl, and he was getting cucked by Richard Sherman like in the media, and he just was yes sir, no sir. I'm happy to be here, making the minimum in the NFL as a rookie.
Yeah.
And then he knows he's about to get paid because Kaepernick gets paid, and everybody's like, oh yeah, you can get paid more than him. He immediately knows he's about to make that bag, so he drops the white girl. He drops the fresh white boy hair. He
got the little S curl.
Nah, he still got
you know
that
what I'm saying?
No, see what he do right.
He got the S curl. He like how I fixed it. He got the little
transforming
90s R&B
himself.
shit.
So he used to be he should just rock the curly.
Yeah.
He's rocking. So now he started styling.
Yeah, that shit
so
is-
so when he was rocking the Razor
Oh,
Ramon,
he got fancy.
Yeah.
he started rocking the Razor Ramon for like a year. And it was like, that's when he was like a villain. Like this was right before DK Metcalf got there. So then, so like dudes don't like, so then like another explanation they give why dudes think he's simp is because, the way he talks about Sierra, who they think is quote unquote wild, because she had Future's baby, like 11 other women. I don't know, is it 40? Is it 22? I don't know how many names
Nah, it's around. Honestly, I think it's honestly like seven.
It's seven
So
or something like
it's
that.
still up there.
So
nigga,
quick
though.
aside, because I just found out my man has another child. I know
Yeah.
a nigga who has like 45 fucking kids. He keeps having
Whoa, Kenny,
That's
run
too
that
much.
back. Run that back,
That's
Turbo.
too
You
much.
said how many
It's not
children?
really
How
40.
many?
It's not really 40, but he's got to be at least at 10 by now.
10 by now.
Gotta be, because I swear I just found he had another kid. The kid's like 4 years old.
10 children, fam. I'm forgetting names. I'm forgetting birthdays. I apologize.
I don't know how,
but
bro.
that's,
I don't,
Like, to be
it's
honest,
impossible, fam.
like,
I'm sure
at the age I'm at now, I
There's no other way
understand
that
like,
would be
why
possible.
my
unless
people's
you
like
rich,
confuse
rich.
my name sometimes, because I do that with my siblings, and it's weird, and I hate
it's
it.
because you're getting old.
And and it's just like it makes sense. Nigga, 45 kids.
It's not 45.
You said 10. You forgetting, nigga? And
It's not
like
45. It's like somewhere between 10 and 13.
That's still,
that's still a lot of
okay.
kids.
That's
Man, that's a football team, ain't it? Right?
Bro, no, that's a basketball team. You got to start on 5 and a bench. What you talking about,
We
man?
used to make that joke back when we had 7 kids.
Young
You could start, nigga. You
Oh,
can
man,
have
that-
it.
yeah,
team.
so-
Now I
Right
can't send this
there.
link to none of my friends because they're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about.
Better world
and
peace.
I'm sending it anyway. They think they think Russ is a simp because Russ he talks about it like he loves her.
Maybe he does. What's wrong with that?
Niggas,
It's his wife,
hey,
bro.
it's nothing wrong with loving your wife.
This
though.
is the thing.
They do the same thing. They
He's
changed the
their
rapper
man.
too.
This
My
you
nigga,
got
like-
to understand about lower vibration toxic black men.
Yeah.
They don't know what love is.
Mhm.
The only person who's ever loved him is their OG.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and that nigga don't love himself or his mother.
Nah, not at all. So
And
yeah.
they don't know how to love their mothers because their mothers only kind of like them because they the only man
Only
they like.
kinda
But that's
like
neither here nor there.
him.
That's a little much. But in the third
No,
reason,
that's from real though.
yeah,
That's real.
the third reason why they think Russ is a simp is because like they say Russ had quote unquote options, which I know is true. But I also know the background. Sierra for Russ was just an upgrade on the road to several upgrades. Just frequent upgrades. Just I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take that. Like Russ is like the closest like you get to like a corporate like pirate in the NFL. Because like he really quietly like
Rocket.
he really quietly like gets what he wants.
Stop it.
Like
See if he's gonna get a better offensive line.
Hey, see what he doing.
Yeah.
Wait, this isn't a sports podcast. We won't
Let
discuss
me
Russ's
see.
actual like, thing, but like they just have they basically misconstrued about the type of person he is. All they know is that he loves God and he loves his wife. That's all they know about him.
It's the same reason why niggas hate Chance the Rapper.
I mean, yeah, and it's too wholesome. Dudes who think they're street dudes don't like wholesomeness, unfortunately.
Look at this nigga over there in love and shit.
Because toxicity got them everything they ever got. They got.
I don't know. I
toxicity.
mean, when it comes to Chance, like I was banging with acid rap heavy, but his stuff after that was
It was.
I don't know. It just wasn't banging for me the same way.
That's fair.
Grits, nigga.
I'm not a big
Acid
Chance the
rap was
Rapper
really
fan,
good.
but I listen to his.
I mean, after acid rap, yeah.
I listen to his early stuff and like his middle stuff, like
Coloring book. I like coloring
He
book.
lost me when he got to Jesus.
Yeah. Well,
That's around coloring book.
This is
The coloring book was good, but it still was like it's a little like.
Full disclaimer: this might not be a pro Jesus podcast.
I mean, I got no beef with Jesus. He cool, I guess.
I don't got
like,
beef with that nigga. Jesus.
Jew has beef with Jesus. Let it be known.
You mean Yahweh the
Wow.
Christ?
Whatever, Joshua, whatever. My boy.
I have a friend named Josh. He
Right.
never shows up.
Right.
Shouts-
Shouts out to Josh.
Shouts out to Pace. That's my man's though. What's up, Pace? You ain't gonna listen
Oh,
to this
man.
podcast though, but
He not.
shouts out to you, my nigga.
Quick. So my favorite Jesus joke, real quick. It's not even a joke. It's more like a non sequitur. You know he's a carpenter.
I used to read that in the Sunday
I
paper.
love that shit. You know
Nerd shit.
You know he's a carpenter who died on a wooden cross.
Wow, the irony.
Oh.
He was a victim of his own.
Sir.
So,
Marcus had to stop eating his taco.
Could you say that's a conspiracy?
Wow. Oh, the Romans were big on irony and drama.
I mean,
They
Oh,
did
that's
I
definitely
just wanted to
ironic.
do
So he
that.
did it on purpose.
Yeah,
How you kill me with the tools I use, nigga? Like,
His neighbor might have made that joke.
because he was sacrificing himself for
Wow.
humanity.
Imagine
bro.
your neighbor made the execution device for you.
He was sacrificing himself.
That's like
for humanity.
that's like my man Dingleberg finally killing Timmy father.
Oh my! Cause like what? Like to be honest, like I may have to look at some weird Reddit thread. What was like Timmy's dad's beef with Dingleberg? I mean, what like outside of the pencil thing, right?
So,
It was
do
the
you-
pencil thing,
do you
right?
Do you remember Doug, right? So this is something I got off talking about. Do you remember Doug? Do you remember the purple family on Doug, the Duffs?
Yeah.
No, not the Duffs.
Wait, like
Double
didn't like
income.
dude like
The
had like
Dumps.
glasses and like some buck teeth or some
Yeah.
shit? Yeah, the dad or some
Double
shit. Yeah.
the Dinks or something like that, and it means double income, no kids. Timmy's father is mad at Dinkelberg because Dinkelberg and his wife keep all of their money and don't have no kids, so he doesn't have to buy anything for the kid, and that shit makes him mad. So he's mad because his pull-out game is trash.
Pull out game trash.
That's essentially
They
what it
Buying
boils down
paid the
to.
regulars.
Buying gifts
Yeah.
is trash.
Well, moving on. I mean, I also feel like I do want to see what them niggas take on the Russell Wilson
Oh,
shit
we
is
talking
too.
about
So
Russell?
we
Yeah.
can also give,
We'll do a part 2 on Russ
Yeah,
when
'cause, you
when
know.
our anti-Russ contingent shows
Essentially,
up
that is
because
what it
we
is.
need the crosstalk, but
Big
not
facts.
the
Well, yeah. But moving on. All right. The next thing was the type of people that you're looking for. I guess.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the gender role thingy.
No. We're talking about the dating the dating preferences. We're gonna ask
Dating
what would you say?
preferences.
What you said? You said Valentine's Day was a full body day for you. We're gonna ask the Sun God. So
Yeah.
Sun God, what are you looking for out here from the women in your life?
What am I looking for?
Yeah. What are you
Yeah.
looking for, sir?
Oh wow.
And to be specific, relationship wise, like
Yeah.
I feel like you have when you breaking down who you want to be in a relationship with and versus who you want to smash is two different.
Oh,
I
yeah,
personally feel like it's
definitely.
two different criteria. You know,
I don't even.
It's like 15 different criteria.
I don't even put that as a
Like-
factor, honestly, because when it comes to relationship, you have to think about someone who is just gonna be able to, be like your partner, someone that you know that you can turn to, and y'all trust each other. There's mutual respect between the two of you, and yeah, I mean,
That's it. Just mutual respect. Like she ain't gotta look good. Just partner.
of course, when it comes to the physical aspect, like that's just your own.
are you like
Personal.
Chad
That's a
Ochocinco?
given.
You like Chad
Hey,
Ochocinco?
shouts out to Chad Ochocinco. That's my
Hey,
boy. The
you know.
ultimate eugenics experiment. You know I've been calling for that shit for years. I've been calling for
He
athletes to
out
start
here
breathing.
creating Power Rangers and shit.
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
Wait,
I'm not
what?
mad at it. What you mean?
Wait, what did he do?
So Chad
It was
Ochocinco,
like 6 out of the
One-
7 wives he had.
one of the 20th
Like,
one of the
they're
top
all
20
like
receivers of all
athletic
time.
women.
Chad Ochocinco.
Yeah.
All of his baby mothers are like the majority of them
They're all
are like
athletic.
high level athletic.
Oh really?
Yeah, so he's basically making mutant kids.
Oh, that's cool as shit. That's what's up.
Yeah, I love
That's
it.
dope.
Look, I believe. Okay, look, I know it's like we might get black bag for this, and it's my fault. It was gonna be my fault anyway, audience. But I believe in black eugenics. So we out here breeding kids. Let's get this money. Like so,
If this nigga's gonna have like the next generation.
Wait a minute.
well, man.
What was it? Carl Anthony Thomas and Lizzo.
Carl Anthony Thomas. Yeah, you remember from the Fame Room season
from the OG season.
Carl Anthony Towns and Lizzo having the what did I say? The damn, something Ultimate Warrior baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
because
Titan Warrior baby thing.
yeah, the greatest human being to ever live. Carl Anthony Towns is a fucking monster.
How tall is that nigga?
He's
6'11".
At least.
Oh, he's taller than
6'11".
Sticks.
He might be
Yeah.
7, honestly.
Shouts
He
out to
might be
Sticks.
7.
Can shoot the basketball from 28 feet.
Yeah, that nigga's a beast. Yeah.
Monster.
Writes poetry.
Yeah.
So you're saying he's a black all-star?
Nigga's dangerous. The man is dangerous. So yeah, I'm with all that. So if we talk about breeding kids and labs, like, so I'm fine if Marcus only dates women who can do yoga.
That's right.
Like,
I mean, that's
That's a factor.
I
I like some flexibility.
respect it.
Sun God says he likes some flexibility. I ain't mad at it. I mean, shit. Yeah.
What about you, bro? Monty? What is your perfect relationship? I guess, barring if you can even answer that question.
I swear to God, if you say anything horny, we're gonna fight right outside.
First off, I was about to get like off some Roy Ayers, I am your mind type shit. And of course I need sex, but I need stimulation. You know what I'm saying? I need us to like have a certain connectivity where like we were like on the same mindset. Obviously, that's what a lot of people say, but like that's what I want. I want the same like mindset that I have and she has. Like I want communication to be open, and yeah, and of course I want some, yeah, you know what I'm saying,
Sir.
I mean, yeah,
We will fight.
yeah, and especially if we talk about in terms of like as toxic as the sound breeding, yeah, like I would definitely be looking at certain aspects and like especially if you're talking about breeding or starting a family or something generational, yeah, I'm gonna look at certain aspects like every family ain't perfect, but like if you got like a uncle that's kind of like do I want that in my genealogy? I don't know.
yeah, that's real.
You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, that's hard to.
I mean, love is love and all that, and that becomes a really difficult thing.
If love is what it is, I don't honestly think love is
such a fickle thing, and we're not going to get into that super existential thing because Seif isn't here, and we're not.
It's gonna be all.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll jump back into that change whenever
Seif
Seif gets here.
We want to go to the full void.
Yeah.
This is base level. This is real.
That.
Yeah.
So for me, that's why I'm just saying at a base, like it's fickle, but like I still understand that the emotion and the intent behind love, and like how like you make stupid ass decisions based upon that, but like anyway, we were talking about just like in terms of just like mating, I guess, at our primal sense or whatever. Yeah, I'm looking for certain characteristics. You know what I'm saying? As I would hope they would do in me too. I want you to analyze shit for me too. I mean, but it's not that simple, obviously.
I think as a generation, we sort of dance around because we was whores as kids or whatever. We dance around the subject of sexuality, sort of like it's all sort of like not. The conversations are either way too direct or they're way too indirect, and then we never get to the point of I like having sex with you because you do the X, Y, Z, the ABC, the this, that, and the third. Those conversations don't happen enough until like you're like 2 years in and you've met their extended family and shit like that. Like it's just sort of like it's sort of a failure quirk in the millennial mindset. Probably because we've seen a bunch of people down TV.
We don't even have to get into the whole desensitization. Jesus, I cannot work. We don't have to get into the whole
That was actually
like how we're all desensitized to like just violence and like all that shit because of the internet. We don't gotta get into that conversation.
Look, there's so much shit that like we seen as kids that is actually like triggering that we think about
Oh my god!
Have you ever thought about HGTV? And like
HGTV, you
and
talking
like-
about with the gardening and shit?
Yeah,
and like
the
and
home and
like-
garden television.
and like
Yeah.
and like house buying shows and shit like that. Why do millennials watch that shit? Our parents used to watch that shit. Why they used to watch that shit? Come to find out, it's because nobody could afford this shit. It's all fantasy. Like, it's actually quite disturbing when you think about the sort of mindset you niggas literally grew up in. Like, you grew up with propaganda just like in your cereal. So there's a lot of like things where the whole age group is just like mentally just like fucked in certain things. So a certain conversation you either, because you think back to like your past relationships, you've either had those conversations way too directly, like it's like, damn, we really don't have no sort of investment except for sex. And you've had those joints where it be people who you are deeply involved with, and the sex conversations are always very like you have to carry it a certain way. You don't want to overstep, or you don't want to not, or you don't want to have not said something that you were supposed to say something to trigger. Like you don't want to like. It's a real minefield of like sort of like.
That's why the conversation has to be good.
Yeah, communication is important.
Communication and comprehension. Comprehension plays a bigger part. Yeah, you have to be able to communicate, because communication is very important. You have to at least talk about it, but comprehension, understanding what that person is saying and absorbing it and be like, yeah, that's the real, yeah, out of the mean for sure, out of the mean.
You can talk about something all you want, but the other person don't get it. You're just certain points.
Big facts. That being said, well, I guess we all kind of answered that in a sense, more or less. I mean, gender roles. How do y'all feel about them? Like, I personally feel like.
You going first on gender roles? Please do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have no. Honestly, it's all. I don't personally give a shit. Like, as far as gender roles go, I feel like it is pretty much. Every relationship is unique, so it is pretty much based on the two people. You know what I mean? Like, I personally, dog, I wish I could meet some chick who was just rich and just was like, all I had to do was just fuck her.
Yeah,
and we could just, you know what I'm saying?
You want Jay Electronica, your situation?
Dog, that would be
motherfucking dream.
Dog, that sounds like a gold mine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
but I'm sure the mental health part of it is actually really taxing. But if you
oh boy, I have to have sex. That sucks. You know what I mean? I mean, like,
I mean, I guess you can ask the question like, would you guys mind if your lady made more than you?
Don't care.
I personally wouldn't have too much of a problem with it as long as I'm making something. As long as I'm making some sort of contribution to like the household, you know what I mean? I personally don't mind. Like, that's fine. So, it doesn't make me feel emasculated or anything. Like,
emasculating by its definition just means taking your power away. It has nothing to do with like some type of gender thing.
For me to be emasculated, it have to be the extremes of it would have to be to the point where this is the scenario. It has to be this extreme. She has to make a significant, like, not just make more than me, but the amount that she makes has to be ridiculous. We had kids when she said.
You said when she said?
When she said. First kid.
Oh, wow.
Not only am I a house husband.
That is a strong term. I don't know.
Not only am I
because
I'm talking about the point where I would feel emasculated. This is the extreme. Because otherwise, I don't give a fuck about this shit. Yeah. To be honest. So like, this is the extreme scenario. So what did I say? She has to making stupid amounts of money. Has taken the power of when we're having kids out of my hands. Not only am I a house husband, I am like a not housekeeper, but like homemaker. Not just a house husband. Not just like if I raise the kids, like a homemaker. Like
keep shit clean.
Like like I'm like baking pies and shit. Like legit. Like I have to do.
I mean, why would you have to do all that?
So you making some JB humble pies?
Shout out to JB humble pies.
Oh yeah, there we go.
But like I'm just because like any one of those scenarios by themselves, I really don't give a fuck about. Like she made a whole bunch more money than I did, and I didn't. Okay, I don't give a fuck.
So you saying all?
But why? Hold on, real quick.
It's too much.
Real quick. Why would that be the first thing you would think you would have to do as a
house
husband?
This is what I'm saying is. What I'm saying is.
Y'all niggas just want to bake cakes.
No. It's just the. It's just the. No. Here's the thing.
The idea of a house, quote unquote, wife is basically just
nigga. That is the case is a joke, nigga. It's just the idea of think about like think about
conventional housewife.
Think about a white housewife from the 1950s.
Yeah.
Now think about you doing that. That's emasculation. That's now if I was to take on some aspects of that, like I take primary responsibility of raising the kids, I'm fine with that. Or if it's hey, she makes more money. Cool. Oh, do you like I can cook. Oh, you cook better than me. That is fine. Like those like individually.
Yeah.
None of those things honestly bother me. It would be the total like.
I mean, but would you?
So for you, it's more of the. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Would you feel as though like when it comes to decisions on certain things, since she's the person who's pretty much the breadwinner in this situation, do you feel emasculated or?
Now that depends
on the things like what
because I would never tell someone how to spend their own money.
Because now we're talking about like going towards a home.
Yeah.
Obviously, if it's a home that she's gonna want her level of quality, and your money isn't really adding up. It's more of she has more votes in her decision.
So this is where being a man comes into play.
Okay, let's hear.
You can either lie down.
Okay.
Which I see niggas do. Just lay down. Like,
yep.
happy wife, happy life.
Yep, that's their mantra.
You can lay down, or you can play the game. Because women, at the end of the day, women who choose to be with men, because none of them like us, right? Women who choose to be with men, choose to be with men for the lacking of certain like mental qualities.
Mm-hmm.
Women like to have certain decisions taken out of their hands. They like to be told not to do certain things because otherwise it'll be compulsive, and then they regret the compulsion. You have to have something to buffer against the compulsion. If you're a man and you know sort of how a woman's mind works, you know you're supposed to act against the compulsion sometimes.
Absolutely.
So you play the game. So if if she's pulling 6 figures out of thin fucking air and you're a chef, her buying power is what's making the decision. But she's not going to sit there and say, and just sit there and like tell you what's up.
Yeah.
Because if she respects you as a man.
Yeah.
And if you put yourself in a situation where you're
which she don't respect you.
You're a goddamn like secondary character. Like if you put yourself in that position, then you just gotta
never be a secondary character.
You have to eat the food from the groceries you bought.
Exactly.
Straight up. And if you decide to be secondary, you will be treated as such. And if you still keep yourself not assertive, but assertive. Like
there you go.
I'm not going to be.
It's a balance, man.
Yeah, there you go. That's the main thing. Like you said, assertion. As long as you are asserting yourself as a man, and like I said, demanding that respect and making those decisions. You know what I'm saying? Because it's y'all in a relationship together. Then
y'all good.
There you go. Because like your wife can make $600K a year. Who knows? In a bank or something. Something innocuous, something fake. And you can say, money is the power, but when she's coming to you like, do you like this? Can we do that? Should we do this? Then,
where does the power really reside?
Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, she has the money, but if she's still relying on you for, power for like measures in the decisions, if you're being leaned on for the decision making, then you have power.
Big facts. I don't know. I personally feel like gender roles ain't even, especially as for like the more that we progress as men and women, economically and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Things change, so much. The standard gender roles aren't even really what they are anymore.
Classic gender roles were always bullshit because
gender roles come from our predecessors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
based off of what what's been instilled in you from your predecessors, that's how you're gonna live your life. That's just how that shit is. You know what I'm saying?
While some gender roles make sense, like when you talk about women in childbirth, that makes sense because women are built to do that more so than men. So okay, you can feed that just like when you talk about like women as tradesmen. You don't see a lot of it. Well, part of that is because some of it is more physically demanding.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's perfectly fine.
You really have to take that on the chin.
Yeah, there's particular trades.
Man, I got into an argument with I'm not going to call it an argument. Like, I just stopped after a while because I just didn't have the energy for it at that point. But she was talking. She was saying something about like how like just because we were talking about the WNBA. That's what we were talking about.
Full disclaimer. I love the WNBA.
I have no issues against the WNBA, but dog, you're not about to sit and tell me that the best. I don't even pay attention to whoever is popping in the WNBA, whoever is the best scorer in the WNBA. You're not about to tell me that she's about to piece up LeBron. She's going to be LeBron one-on-one or whoever the fuck else. Not even LeBron. I don't even want to take LeBron. That's unfair. Who the fuck? Tyler Hero or whoever.
I can tell you like there's probably like 3 to 5 WNBA players who can play in the NBA.
Okay, out of how many people who are in the WNBA?
All of them.
Dog, that's not a big number. And on any given day, physically, on any given day, there is a chance. Though I can't fucking fight Ronda Rousey. She might beat Amanda Nunes. No, fuck, I can't beat Amanda Nunes because she's a better fighter than me. Probably not. That she's trained to me in that aspect. But that is not. That's like the what is it? That's the exception. It's not the rule. Yeah, and I was trying to explain
a trained fighter in her same weight class, like a trained like if you took. Nunez fights as a welterweight, right? She's a women's champion.
And yeah. No, she fights as strawweight and
strawweight, featherweight,
and flyweight.
Flyweight?
Yeah, I think so.
Damn.
Oh, it might be featherweight actually. No, it might be. It's 2 weight classes. She's champion 2 weight classes.
A man trained at her same weight class, same weight and everything
would beat her ass. Yes, and I was trying to explain that to my partner, but she was like, "Oh no, she's a woman, and a woman can do the same thing as a man." And I'm not saying not, but when it comes to that physicality, there's certain things that gender roles have to kind of play a role in. When it comes to that, you know what I'm saying?
What men tend to miss is there are a lot of things that women can do that men can't do. The thing is, the comparison.
Women hate being reduced just to them giving.
And they can do other shit.
That's not going to die on that hill.
Nope. Oh, are we back to dying on hills? I'm not dying
on that hill neither.
Like
shit, but
it's definitely there isn't like a bunch of WNBA players who can just go out there and like actively compete. Now, if you could say professional, like at the college level. There's probably a chance that some of the top women's teams could beat some of the middle of the pack.
At the professional level, though.
At the professional level, not happening. It's 3 to 5 WNBA players who could legitimately be on an NBA roster and play and score. Well, maybe not.
Are they going to start though?
Brittany Griner might.
Yeah, how tall is she? Like
6'10".
Okay, I can see that. Okay, I can see that.
Brittany Griner, Elena Delle Donne, and Breonna Stewart could probably all play in the NBA.
She's 6'10". Damn, you got it, Shawty.
Yeah, they could probably all play in the NBA. Would they be great? Probably not, but they can play. They can
be productive.
Right.
Yeah.
But like to say like that, like your average.
That's still the exception, though. You know what I'm saying? Like even Brittany Griner.
You're still talking about the top 0.1% of the players in the WNBA who could do that.
I don't know nothing about nothing you sport niggas is talking about.
Now, not even that. It's just it's the general things. Like there's certain things that certain things men can do better, certain things women can do better.
And like we should accept some of those things more so that the things that could be unisex can be more openly unisex.
Big facts.
Like if we more carefully define the things that have to be split up. If we clearly like just sort of like embrace those. The things that can be switched over, the things that can be shared, the things that can be, not so concrete. We won't worry about nothing about guys who pick their kids up from school all the time. Like who are the primary who sees them the most because they work the least or whatever the case may be. Like certain things shouldn't be I don't want to say vilified, but they shouldn't be put in a box just because certain things have to be put in a box.
Like black people. Nah, I was using that to segue. I was just trying to find a segue moment.
Like black
Don't put black people in
people.
the box.
Happy Black History Month.
What we should have done as a segue is talk about gender roles in the black community and then start talking about Black History Month.
We still can.
Well, we just did.
We just did.
There you
There
have
you
it.
go.
So
We're here now.
We're still professionals. So it's actually interesting in black households because they're matrilineal is talking about the base, like they're maternal sort of base. We all love our mothers, we all love our grandmothers, and
Most of us are raised by our grandmothers.
I don't know how y'all extended family is, but mine is ran by black women.
Facts.
Same.
Big facts. Same here.
I go to family reunion and
Same
it's
here.
fried
It's
chicken on the bus.
It's mostly
And
back.
we going to Atlantic City, and that is what it is.
Same.
Busting.
So when you talk about gender roles in
All
black
the
households, there's more of a
with the jerk chicken.
it's more about value.
Ooh, jerk. Say less.
It's more about value than
You got it. You got it, bro.
about money, because especially like us living here in this part of the country where black women make fuck ton of money.
Yeah.
Do you bring value?
Most college-educated people, in terms of black people, are women.
Factual.
Facts.
It's do you bring value? You know, they deal with. You know, we talk. A lot of niggas talk shit about how women deal with all these scrub ass niggas who can't do X, Y, Z, A, B, C. But real life, can you tell a chick her car need her oil change? It's not like that's not a thing like the baseline, but like that's a thing, like a small thing. Do you bring value to a situation which you know she can pay for her own shit and she has this and has that and
But do
You have to have value. That's the
coming
whole argument of like, what do you bring to the table?
like that.
You know,
like that.
Our Israelite
it's almost it's almost an imbalance thing because most women who would argue what do you bring to the table themselves
And that's
don't
not
really
pussy.
have
Pussy doesn't count. I'm sorry. It just
exactly don't really have
in this particular conversation.
Yeah, that's not to front the ones who
Not to
clearly have
trivialize it.
a whole fucking gourmet table set up. We're not talking to them if it does not apply, let it fly. But if roles are reversed, a lot of them are just it's just like they had coochie.
We talking about zero
Not
value
like,
jobs.
you know what I'm saying?
Zero value
Like-
jobs.
Like, don't have no job. You're not in school.
Like this is like
Still, you got
this
nothing
is
going
like
for
the
you,
This is
and then
this is for-
expect
Uplifted.
Yeah, like what? No, that's not how this works. Though. You gotta bring something, bro.
like that?
Hmm? Say what? Marcus, we missed it.
Yeah, what'd you say?
Oh no, I was saying that don't have any goals.
Oh yeah,
Don't have anything.
Ambitionless joints.
Yeah,
Yeah,
zero
like
value.
Yeah, like it's real life and mental. It's women and men like it's out here that have
Like,
no semblance of anything.
I can fully 100% understand a woman who wants to be taken care of by a man, right?
She got
What
something.
I can't
Halfway,
understand, what I
nigga.
can't understand is a woman who will present herself saying, "Oh, I am the package." No,
What package?
What do
though?
you mean?
What do you mean?
Like,
what does this package include?
what does the package come
I
with?
need to know. Like
Like,
first
nah,
off,
like,
in because women love a good sale and a good bargain. What comes with this package?
like when women
What comes with it? Like, what benefits am I getting from it?
Exactly.
Yeah,
After the
like-
free trial,
like-
what's gonna kick in?
when you talk about wanting to be taken care of by a man, what you're actually talking about is being a housewife. You're talking about being a homemaker. Well, that's a skill set. That's not nothing. That's not something it takes a certain brand of woman to actually
be a
actually
homemaker.
do that.
Yeah.
Like that's not those
Homemaker
are
is a whole it's not a job per se.
it's a skill.
Yeah.
I mean, but you were saying that earlier, like how there's women out there who are submissive like that.
Yeah.
And see, the thing is, in the black community, there's not a lot of black women that are raised to be wives.
This is what
That's an argument for itself.
See,
Yeah,
it's more
Especially
so
nowadays. That's an argument.
from
for
what
a
itself.
wife in which way? Like,
from what I've seen,
Yeah.
it's more so like this. They know, like from a pure intellectual standpoint, they have
Because
to.
like the
they have
argument
to
could be
be money.
reversed.
They
Like
have
a
to
lot
be-
of men ain't
They
trying
ready
to be husbands.
because niggas
Yeah.
don't have fathers.
That's true. Yeah, you can say it on both sides.
But like, what I see is they know intellectually they have to be on an elevator sort of pathway.
Yeah.
But a lot of them still want to, when they come home and take their fucking little baby heels and pencil dresses off, they've been talking to white men all day. Still want to come home to their husband and cook him some food and lay up under that nigga and talk about the white people she don't like. Like that's still a thing. Like to say that's to say that they don't want to be that is sort of misrepresented because a lot of them have like sharp edges. I get that. They got sharp edges because they deal with white people all day. That's hard. Like
Stressful, dog.
that office situation, like where it's like 3 black women in the office and the other 2 don't like you because you're the young one.
Yeah.
They go. So don't sort of dismiss the fact that they not raised to be wise. Just a situation where what that means has changed for our generation.
Yeah.
Mind you, just like Rita said, you could say it, or Monty said too. A lot of niggas ain't raised to be husbands either. A lot of dudes ain't raised to raised to. They don't know what it takes, like, or even like not even what it takes. They don't even have an idea of what it might even look like. Like so, especially like dudes who preach a lot about, oh, you can't do X, Y, Z. You gotta be this. You gotta be no. You don't know what's up. You're just saying this is what you want it to be.
Yeah.
This ain't what it is.
It's all your own opinion.
Jesus. Shit, all of that is absolutely true. I mean, we got away from Black history. I mean, it all relevant.
We never rolled over to Black history. We were talking about Black people because we are.
Hey, and it's Black History
Shock
Month.
surprise. We're Black people.
Black History
man.
Month, y'all.
Happy Black History Month.
So before Monty comes back in here and starts talking about he's back. So I can't say anything.
Government never went to space.
I thought we was
Here
gonna
we
go
go
full
again.
hotel, so that's even better. So we gonna start hitting these Black History segments for the next 2.5 pods. So what's y'all feelings on just like how the state of Black History Month, quote unquote?
The state, man, I've been so out of tune with Black History Month ever since I left like grade school, for real. And then I've always thought it was like some bullshit, honestly.
So question y'all, did y'all also learn this about the same 6 things every February in elementary school?
Well,
Yes.
What's that?
Oh, Martin Luther King.
Okay.
Malcolm X.
Malcolm X.
Sojourner Truth.
They might throw Gandhi in there.
Gandhi.
If they want to get
Nah,
desperate.
fuck Gandhi,
If they want to get
nigga.
desperate, they might.
So
Fuck
I was
Gandhi.
gonna
In
go.
his racist
I was gonna
ass.
go Rosa Parks, Harlem Renaissance.
Rosa Parks. Damn.
What's my girl name? Who?
Benjamin Banneker. That's not a
Madam
girl though.
Madam
Madam
C.J.
C.J.
Walker. Yeah,
She
and,
made the perms and shit.
yeah. Always get a good week in February where we do a Madam C.J. Walker thing. Love that. But yeah, like
Shouts out to Ben Carson for all his work in the medical
Ben
field and also for being
Carson.
a fucking idiot.
Ben Carson said black people in government back 20 years, and we shouldn't overlook that.
Ben.
Oh wait, I forgot. We on the
Oh, isn't that bitch? Let's try to get monetized, guys.
Yeah, look, I've already said nigga 3 times.
I mean,
Too many
nigga,
times.
You can get demonetized.
Who knows? I don't know
you
no
can't get
more.
demonetized for saying nigga. Can you?
I feel like that's been commercial for a long time.
Can you get
That's
demonetized for saying nigga? I don't know.
Maybe not.
But
We'll find out.
Marcus, where you at with Black History Month? You know where we at as a people.
I mean, as far as Black History Month, in my perspective, I don't feel like it's necessary for us to really restrain it to a month. I mean, we practice black excellence, every day as we live in. It's, to have a month is like, I don't know, it's kind of silly because like no other race has a month for them or anything like that.
Well,
I mean,
they have Hispanic heritage.
well,
we just don't talk about it.
But it's not like how
it's
we
racist.
carry it,
Because
we carry it like it's Pride, week,
I mean, to
But
a
niggas don't do shit.
Yeah.
no.
We don't got no flows. I mean, Google just changed the shit to like this year, nigga.
Look,
This year.
I like to think that since like I was in 2015, it's been like this new. I don't want to call it a civil rights movement, but like this new black.
It's like the reinsurgence of the 90s when everybody was super woke.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not mad at it, but it can seem superficial at times. But you're right, we shouldn't. I don't think we have been keeping it to it. We've been in a sort of time where
Niggas don't celebrate Kwanzaa. That's why y'all
To-
niggas ain't
to-
getting power.
to be fair, Kwanzaa probably popped this year last year more than any year I've seen recently. But niggas ain't celebrate Kwanzaa. I know y'all ain't celebrate Kwanzaa. That's why you always got superpowers now, and that's why
Bitch ass nigga.
I got Ultra Instinct though.
I woke up on the ceiling, nigga.
Nigga said, "Oh, yes."
Right. Did you see the video maybe where I had like every power? Like when I awakened, like one for all. Like, the Force, fucking, man, Gekko Sean. It was all kinds of shit.
I feel like Black
real.
History. I feel like Black History Month only confines everything that we've done in this nation, this country, to only a month. You know what I mean? And I mean, you don't really, I guess, nobody celebrates everything every day.
They only try to showcase everything from slavery. We've done more than just that. Show more than just fucking Egypt. Like Africa ain't a whole fucking continent out here.
That's for all you crown wearing boys talking about we descended from kings. We descended from people on the coast of Africa.
Fact. No, when you think about it, like America is a superpower, correct?
For now.
Yeah, America is America is a world.
It's like economy.
America is the world superpower right now. Like, and it would not have been what it was if it was for Black people, and that is not an understatement. You know what I'm saying? And to deduce all of that to 1 month, or it's not even a genuine 1 month. Like, it's just like, it just feels like I don't even want to say fake 1 month. And it's like, you don't celebrate everything every day and shit. So like, it would be ridiculous. But I don't know. I just feel like it's just, it does nothing for me. Like, yeah, of course I love Black people. Like, I love Black people every day, not just February. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate the generation who came from me and did things so I could be even where I am today. Every day. I appreciate that shit genuinely every day. And like, it's just like, what is, I don't know. I just don't know. It's just
think about it like from a meta sense, we're the most jaded generation, right? We knew from like childhood that Black History Month as a thing was a sham. We knew that as 5th graders when we said, "Oh look, it's another Martin Luther King packet."
Remember my brother Martin? Remember the animated shit?
Yeah,
we watched that shit in AV room and shit.
We knew it was a sham.
Man, traveling back in time, got shot.
At the same time, we also respect the fact that we have to know. We have to, because we've been saying things so long that some of our uncles and aunts have been saying that, you know, we should celebrate it every day. Like, that's the thing.
No, that's real. That's real.
That's the thing. We shouldn't back away from that. Like, I feel like as a people now, we've embraced it more of like pushing it every day, pushing it all the time. Like, Black History Month is just the time where like because you know everybody's gonna do it. Everybody's gonna come like, oh, we stand with you. Cool. Let that. Now let's throw these real facts in your face real quick for this. Like, but I personally, of course, obviously it's a shame, but it's America. Everything's superficial. Let's just keep the kayfabe going. I'm not even.
At the end of the day, all niggas could do, and this is really, all niggas could do is get money, dog. Like, that's the key. You know what I'm saying? Which brings me to my next question. How much would y'all think a person would need to make, or you would need to make annually to feel comfortable?
That is a deep one right there.
Y'all already know my answer, so who's going first?
I'll actually let me go first, because I was thinking about your answer too, and I was like, trying my best, because that's really like something that it would take me a while to really think about.
Well, just at least on a bracket.
I think to be annually, like, that's yearly, right? It would need to be at least, I think, for me to feel comfortable, and feeling comfortable for me is being able to work on my art, pushing it to the level that I want to push it at, and still be able to kind of like fuck around and just
the type
like
of network that you
have
want to
fun and shit, huh?
That's the type of network that you want to have to be able to do that.
For me, because I feel like if you give me a year on 20 million, I can eventually make that shit work out to where I could be good for the rest of my life and shit. So it would have to be 20 mil for me personally, you know what I'm saying? Just because of what I want to do. And I know that I want to leave myself space to like fuck some of that money up, dog. Like, I've always had like this fantasy ever since I was little, just not really little, but just had 1 month where I just wow the fuck out and like,
because you got the money, you didn't take no loss.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just
do whatever.
I feel like every person should have that 1 month, like if they're blessed enough to just
exactly that residual.
Yeah, nah, dog, something beyond tax season, my nigga. Like,
you talking about the Hangover / Project X? Like, let's get this money. Nah, I felt that.
Like, I want to just have, and I would like, but that shit costs money. You know what I'm saying? But I think 20 mil for me overall. You know what I mean? Like, I think that would be fair, but that just sounds so unreasonable. as you know, but
I mean,
America
hey,
is very expensive, bro. Like,
Getting more expensive.
But that's how you get it. You put a number on it and you see the steps of what you need to do in order to get there.
what about you? I'm curious what your number was.
You definitely put this up.
I definitely did.
Yeah.
I mean, my number, like I said, going towards personal training, want to be making about like 500K yearly, and then going into film photography. Like I said, that number jumps even more because, like I said, from there it depends on the range of things I want to involve with my work. So now we're talking up to like 750K.
What number would you consider yourself like cruising from a career standpoint? Like your money is set. Like what's the number that makes you go, oh, my business, like I don't have to worry about taking a loss this year? What number makes you that comfortable, like, as far as like a career path, like combined?
A number, like I said, combines. For me, I definitely have to say like around like 500K yearly. That would put me perfectly where I would need to be to do the personal things I want to do. I'm able to network and reach the people that I want to reach, and
Yeah, see,
like I already have on the path that way. I already be doing the things I want to personally do. So yeah, six figures.
See, that's a
6
nice,
figures.
reasonable. See, I'll be taking into account like to fuck up money.
No. See,
Six figures is definitely reasonable.
What it is I came at it from two different perspectives. Marcus looking at it from the path he already took us from. What's the plateau where he say, okay, this is a good plateau. That's for him. That's like 6 figures. I'm making 6 figures annually doing personal training, photography, and film. This is a decent living, and that is in fact a decent living. You make 6 figures, especially if you're doing something where you don't have to be living in a certain place to do it.
Exactly.
You can live anywhere. You can do it like Warren Buffett living in Omaha, motherfucking Nebraska, paying $1,000 a month for like 100 fucking acres. Who the hell knows? So that's where Marcus came in from. Vader, you came at it from like, what amount of money would I look at in the bank and say, I'm good. I can do what I want because the work I'm doing is getting me this money. That's what just do. That is where you looked at it from. You looked at it sort of from a top down, like how like where would I land to say, oh, this is good, from like sort of like the bigger picture. Marcus would say, well, as my grind says, we're going this way. I personally, niggas, of course nobody trying to work. Personally,
I'm not trying to do no type of work.
I don't want to work for nobody.
The money Marcus talking about is the money you would get from, putting that career sort of grind down and like, I made this much, and this much, and when he comes to the end of it, when it's done, now he retires to whatever money he managed to save or whatever.
Exactly.
So that's so it's just sort of a different. I'm not gonna say mindset. It's just sort of a different.
I mean, that would be fair.
A different interpretation of the question. For me, living in America, I have to be made. My net worth has to be in the millions for me to say I'm comfortable.
Oh, absolutely. For me, yeah. Same.
I can't even. I wouldn't even, because then at least I can manipulate the situation where, like I just said, you can live somewhere off the fucking map. I don't have to live in New York. If what I'm doing doesn't require me to live in New York City while I'm making $100 million a year, then I won't. Because I don't understand people who force themselves to like how all the celebrities move to California.
So packed.
Yeah.
Why?
So much.
Why?
California is different, I feel.
California's
California's
huge.
humongous.
But they all live in the same place.
Yeah, like
They all live in the same 10 places.
That's why most random people from California are just not impressed by celebrities, because they can walk up on Whole Foods and be like, oh, it's Robert Downey Jr.
Right.
What's up, Iron Man? And I'm gonna get my kombucha and then leave.
They live in the same
yeah.
none of them even live in Northern California. They all live
They
in
only
LA.
Cabasas.
Yeah, what's
I always wondered that, if I was one of those type of A-list celebrities, bro, there's so much space up there. You have your own world. Man, maybe not your own
Oprah
world.
lives on a mountain, in the woods on a mountain somewhere.
Yes.
And I don't know where. And that joint looks majestic. And that's the type of shit I'm like, Build me a motherfucking castle.
Build me a fortress, nigga.
Yeah,
like,
that
wow.
ass. Oh,
Yeah,
nigga.
build me a
Build me
castle
some shit that
away
ain't even
from
on the map,
niggas
nigga.
Yeah.
with some good Wi-Fi.
If we talk about max money, Jew, of course I want the villain hideout buildings. I want one.
I want a villa,
on
a private villa
on an island that I own.
Exactly.
That I bought from the Indonesian government.
Like, what's the nigga name? What's the nigga name that owned Virgin? Bronson something?
Who?
The nigga that owned Virgin.
Oh, I can't remember that.
He's Bronson something.
It's not actually Bronson.
Obviously, he's a rapper / chef. I watched that show. Fuck, that's delicious. But we're not
I
gonna.
know the dude you talking about.
I'm gonna bleep that out because I don't want Vice to sue me.
Demonetized.
I'm gonna also bleep that out too. 'Cause I got video shit.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
funny. But yeah, like
It's gonna be a little bleep.
but from a work my way up standpoint, I still say like I would be fine not working if I had something like $100 million banked. I'd be fine like falling back off working or whatever I did to get up there, because God only knows. But as it stands right now, I'll never see a million anythings. But
You never know, man.
Don't
yeah,
shoot yourself short.
yeah. I
man.
mean, that's just like it's just the way that they want the game played right now. I have different plans because I would like to be quite rich. Like I said, somewhere in the millions, so I can move away from society. But talking about being comfortable, like talking about working my way up.
You gonna be Frank Ocean, mind you.
Yeah. When
His
you
preference.
say comfortable,
But
I'm thinking comfort.
Mysterious.
So
Well,
the
say, no,
grind
Doom will
isn't
be
there no
Doom.
more.
Yeah, I'll say that's more rest in peace to Doom. I can't say that enough, and it shocks me every day that I didn't get a chance to meet MF Doom or Mac Miller. Rest in peace to the both of them. But Doom is like Doom. That's what you're trying to do. You trying to be an elusive ass nigga.
Right. But like, I still think like to live in this country, like
Need money.
either to live in this country consistently, or
comfortably live, because you can't exist poor as fuck.
Or-
It's hard,
or to go,
but it's not
or to
impossible.
go live like an
Especially if
emperor
you come
in
from
Africa.
generational poorness, nigga. It's
Yeah.
even harder.
shit.
Generational
Like-
poverty is something we don't talk about enough.
At all.
There
Like,
you go.
But like trying to counter that with wealth is so difficult, because it's at the point now we should probably be living like in socialist communities and building wealth up as units.
it's crazy because
Maybe communism
generational
wasn't a
wealth
bad
is
idea.
so
Nah,
positive.
nah. but it
Communism
is.
was
It
a
was a bad idea.
horrible
It was a
idea.
horrible
Communism was
idea.
a horrible idea.
It sounds good on paper though.
Does it
Only.
really?
But-
No, so
Until you start breaking down jobs.
How you
the
can't?
base-
That's bro.
So-
The idea of communism is ridiculous in itself.
the
If you
root-
ask
the
me,
root-
like
the
on
root-
Of
paper,
course it is.
nigga, you can't.
It is.
the root.
It is.
The root of
I was just saying,
I don't
like,
even know how I
if
got
you was
that
to
far.
read it
Nah,
on like
be like
a bare minimum basic level, that shit sounds alright on paper. We all getting paid the same, alright, cool. And then you realize how many different jobs it is, and it's
Yeah.
like, wait, hold on now. I do XYZ. I'm not trying to get paid as much as him.
Yeah,
That's what I meant.
That's
Because
wild.
like I don't agree with communism at all. I'm trying to get monetized. I was just saying, you know,
The-
I would like to have a
Nip
sponsor.
that in the bud ASAP.
The root source of communism, like
You just
communism
got
itself
that
doesn't
shit.
work. It's goofy, right?
Definitely
The root source of communism is like a bastardization of socialism. Socialism works. The reason communism doesn't work is because the consolidation of power. That's why communism doesn't work. So then once the people realize they're being shafted versus the quote-unquote party, at least at the top, and then disparity, they realize that they didn't destroy the disparity, they just changed the name on it. That's what makes communism not work. Socialism does work because socialism isn't something that changes everything you do. It's just like, we do things we do, but we also do things to help the minimum of the people. We have retirement programs and, social
This
welfare
ain't
programs.
Canada.
But that's what Canada is.
I wanted to say Canada so bad, but like
Stop.
niggas would have been like, "Oh, he can't pronounce Canada right." No, it's a joke,
What
bitch.
are the gun
Whatever.
laws in Canada? Are they strict on that
It's
shit?
not really, they get a lot of wildlife.
Mm.
So the cities are probably a province.
Like, have you seen like Quebec, nigga? That shit big as
You need a
shit.
gun
Bro.
out there.
Oh, facts.
It's like living in.
You was
fucking
talking. You
Oregon.
was talking
How
about.
did
You was talking about bears in Portland, Canada, nigga.
So by definition, would America even need? Why do we even like? Why are we so obsessed with guns? Like our wildlife ain't popping like that.
It's because
It
it's
depends,
because guns.
nigga. Like if
guns
you in
are
West
as American
Virginia,
as
you got
apple pie.
mountain lions to deal with.
Like,
Dog.
Guns are as American.
I don't
as
even
apple
like
pie.
apple pie like that. Like I didn't
You're
even
black.
say that. Like
You're
what
black.
does that mean?
You're black.
Like,
you don't like apple pie with like a little
I mean,
ice
it's
cream
alright. Not like
and like a caramel drizzle on top.
Not really.
Vader isn't fucking American.
But
I'm
you
proud
like
of
coffee.
That's amazing, man. I don't know you tripping.
He's not
What,
American.
apple pie? It's,
Yeah, you need
He's-
some pie.
it's-
Well, ice cream on top.
I
You
don't
take like a little caramel
I
drizzle.
think we taking Vader back to Africa.
And like, let me make
Yeah.
the caramel drizzle because I'm putting whiskey
Export
in
that
that bitch.
nigga now.
no, hey Vader, when we export you, I'm coming with you, y'all.
They not like, yeah, I'm down.
I'm still eating apple
pie.
pie though. You wild for
Still
not
eat
eating
apple pie? Hell yeah.
Exactly, man.
But
Damn right.
oh,
You heat that thing up,
Get y'all
Put some ice
get y'all
cream on it
apple
with
hand
some
pies from JB
cinnamon.
Humble Pies. Follow me on Instagram at JB Humble Pies.
Lord.
The pie's torch. I really fuck with the crab pie. That joint is fucking amazing. Jerk chicken, also torch A1.
Because
recommend
we
highly.
support black businesses, we do these commercials often. But yeah, communism won't ever work. Socialism can work if you had governments for people who work for the people, because socialism isn't a government; it's just like a way of doing things.
Exactly.
Communism is a government; it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work because eventually, the people at the bottom realize you fucked.
That's why the Berlin Wall fell.
The Berlin Wall fell because
Because of communism.
Americans
Communism.
always want to live
Exactly,
our guns.
yeah.
yeah.
So we
So,
only live our guns
exactly.
just because
I
it's
was-
American.
Yeah.
America loves guns because America was built on guns. America was built.
Imagine America with swords.
This is America.
That'd be wild.
This is what America was built on. America was built on guns, cigarettes,
Lies.
and lies, Masonic tradition, and fuck the crown. That is America. That those
Mwah.
five things are America. Like I told you everything. Like that's America. Guns, fuck the crown. What I say, Masonic traditions. Tobacco, because do not forget, America was built on tobacco money. And
Yeah.
cotton. We never talk about
Cotton.
Cotton.
You
Yeah,
can,
don't-
I mean,
you got-
it's Black History Month.
cotton.
Hey,
broke
Black
cotton,
History Month.
cotton,
Slavery.
Cotton was booming.
Y'all wouldn't have Yale if it wasn't for the slaves.
Cotton broke America.
Dartmouth and
Tobacco
all that
built America.
shit. But,
Cotton broke America. Tobacco built America. And
talk about
and
it.
fuck the crown. Like that's America. So like when you talk about the right to bear arms, the right to have guns, it's because America used to be a place where you fought your neighbor.
I just want guns because y'all can't tell me I can't have guns.
It used to be I wanted because it evolved. It used to be I want guns because I want to shoot that engine, that red boy. Da da da. It used to be I got guns because we live out here on a homestead in the middle of fucking Indiana. There's bears out here. It used to be I can own guns because America doesn't have an army. Every state defends themselves back when the British was living in Canada, just attacking niggas, and the French was just living in Canada. The Spanish was just here. It used to be other people on North America besides Americans. So like it used to be a time where you needed a strap. Nowadays, it's just like an entitlement of Americans. We're allowed to have guns. All the gun makers here cater to chuds who want to strap out. And to a certain extent, people still live in places where bears show up. Niggas is crazy. I might want a shotgun next to my door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boomstick.
I was thinking over there.
I believe in boomstick supremacy, straight up and down.
Yeah.
But
All buckshot. Ain't no duck nothing. All buckshot.
Jew lives this little life. That's right. I'm trying to blow a hole in your hole. I'm trying to take your soul.
Fuzzy Lumpkins with the tool, nigga, off
Fuzzy.
my property.
Fuzzy Lumpkins with the two, but like we're never going to. Well, I'm not going to say we're never going to get to. We could get to a situation where like the American government tries to actually take the guns.
How the fuck would that
I'm-
even be
wow.
remotely possible?
See, this is the interesting part. Black people already don't own that many guns. That's not our problem. If the American government starts seizing guns, that is not Black America's problem because they
How can they start seizing guns?
the military.
Okay, then this is my problem. Okay, the military, they also are citizens of
Yeah,
America, right?
American military
So, at some point-
complex.
At some point, what my point is, at some point, wouldn't some of those members of the military be essentially seizing guns from their own family members?
Uh-huh.
You really think it's going to be enough people?
Of course, people are going to. Of course, there are going to be people in the military who like dissent from this. That's why they call them conscientious objectives, right?
Yeah.
And you have those, and that's why they use that term to talk about people who like object to killing. Mostly, that can come up in a lot of different more or less situations. You talk about they don't always teach you to obey orders. They teach you to question orders as well as obey orders. Like don't just follow an order because it was given to you. No, you have to sort of you have to interpret. You have to understand what you're being fucking told when you go to do it.
Exactly.
Am I accurate in that?
No, you're very accurate with that.
All right, because I have a source. All right. So you're gonna have people. You're gonna have people who say, "Oh, I'm not fucking doing that." You're gonna have people throw down they gonna throw down their fatigues. They're gonna throw down their chevrons and say, "Fuck y'all, fuck Uncle Sam. I'm going in here with my family. We strapping up. Come get us." You're going to have those guys because those guys join the military. They believe in the maverick spirit of America. The same guy. There's guys in the military who, if the military turned on the American people, will leave the military, probably rob the fucking base they're on the way out and hole up wherever they're at and say fuck y'all. But there's going to be Kool-Aid drinkers who brown coat up and say no, we're doing this, Jack Buddha, and do that. You have both types. So you would see a situation where the U.S. it's going to be a mess. If that's why I love when conservatives say they're going to take our guns, because liberals are too smart to ever do some dumb shit like start the Civil War. Why would you purposely start the Civil War after you've had 20 years of forever war? You've got all these vets, you've got all these pro-military chuds, and you've got all these worshipers and these gun owners and these people who think they're the tip of the revolutionary spirit. You got all these people. Why would you intentionally cause that fight? You wouldn't. It would be stupid. It would be bad for business. You wouldn't just like, you wouldn't go, like say you're Biden. And I'm kind of breaking my vow to not talk enough about Biden for the first 100 days, but this is a hypothetical, so this doesn't count. Say you're Biden, and some school shooting pops off, and the calls come back. Oh, we need gun control. Gun control is not the problem because all the major cities in America have gun control. How do I know this? Because black people don't own guns. Why don't black people own guns? Because black people live in all the major cities in America. Every state, no matter how white the state is, most of their black population lives in their major city. They don't own guns. That's how you know gun control works. So when you talk about what's the problem, when that happens, they're going to, all the conservatives, oh no, he's going to come take our guns. He's not going to do that because he's going to have so many. He's going to have an implosion. Why would you make the country implode? Why would you cause your military overseas to start bucking on each other? Because some of them are, you're not taking my guns, and the other ones are like, you have to obey the plan. Like you're not gonna just start a fight. He's gonna say something, pass some legislation. It's gonna be
call it.
Eventually, they're gonna pass quote unquote common sense gun legislation where shit like universal background checks become a thing, like where uniform across all 50 states. They're eventually gonna go to that, but right now they're never gonna go. They're never gonna go to like these fucking neckbeards up in Wyoming who are on their fucking farms with all this ammo and shit. They're never gonna go take that nigga's guns because he can't beat the U.S. military by himself. He can have as many rocket launchers, he can have as many chain guns and mini guns. He can have a bug out vehicle and look like Knight Rider, and it don't matter. That's
so niggas just not getting guns.
Is
what you saying, basically.
Niggas need to learn how to throw hands.
Throw hands and swords, nigga.
Oh yeah.
Bring swords back,
so
nigga. Like Enter the Badlands. I've never seen Enter the Badlands.
I'm definitely pro.
But like, bring swords back.
I'm definitely pro black people going back to like
crime would like. I feel like crime would be like.
I think that would be a lot, very beneficial.
Like
martial society.
No, to like
if it was like more swords and guns.
Warrior culture.
Like I think like it'd be a lot less crime, nigga. Because like for real, to be honest, bro, I'd rather you shoot me than you take a fucking big ass sword and like.
So there'd be a lot more respect.
So be a lot more cautious.
I'm about to put my Jew Hotep hat on for Vader because Vader.
Oh shit! Wait, R. Kelly vision. Well, not like that, but like with the meme eyes and shit. So, you know what I'm saying?
So this is what I would do in like my black power fucking splinter society. Yeah. So if you had schools, right? Black people are already like naturally athletic because of eugenics.
Yeah, it sucks.
All physical education in black schools would be a mix of sports and martial arts. And when they got to high school, that would be so like it would be a way like so like as elementary schoolers you like show them everything. In middle school you start to
figure out what they
do. In high school you have them specialized. So any person who graduated
very UA
with any person who graduated like in my Black Power Splinter Society, they graduate basically. I like to graduate like this with a standard high school education, trade. Knowledge of like an athletic background, so like good physical health, and ability to like it's a type of armed combat, not just armed combat, like, but like martial combat.
Yeah.
To be able to fight.
Yeah.
So like if something were to happen to you, like it can't be you can. I don't think it would be able to live because we're Black Americans. Like no matter what, we're going to live under the threat of the boot at all times.
Yeah.
You can't rely on an army to defend you. Just like I think the best bloody cultures in world history were the ones where the citizens could do as much damage to you as the army. Like you couldn't just walk into certain parts of Greece because you die. You couldn't just walk. You couldn't just walk into certain. You can't just walk like in ancient Ethiopia. You couldn't just walk into Ethiopia. You're going to fucking army. You're going to die. And these farmers might kill you.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I get what you're saying.
So
He don't know the way.
So like I think like if you have a populace who's equipped to defend itself, especially when it's been persecuted for a long time, I think that's a good way, a good direction. Especially like if there will be less victimization in like just like crime. If everybody was dangerous,
Yeah.
Like shit, yeah.
people would do less.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't rob a guy if that guy can break your neck. How do you know he can break my neck? Oh, because he went to the same high school I went to, and they teach you how to break necks there.
Exactly.
So that's what. But then that's never going to happen unless I consolidate my political power. But we're not.
Maybe you should talk to Dr. Umar Johnson.
No. He's a clown with CGI.
You don't want to talk to a hologram.
He's fucking CGI.
He's a hologram, man.
But,
That's it.
but I definitely believe like if we get back to a more what's the word scale down sort of as a people, like if black people
Wait, you scale down what you talking about? Like
if black people
we're overpopulated.
if black people took their focus off of fucking guns and celebrities.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna happen.
Dog,
That's
Just a little bit.
That ain't gonna happen no time soon. That's a whole nother topic for another time.
Yeah.
I'm not saying stop banging guns and stop rapping. I'm just saying
Niggas ain't got time.
Nah, no, I absolutely. Yeah.
next episode.
Yeah.
Anyway, niggas,
We've concluded, I suppose.
It's
about that time.
It's about that time. Thank you for listening, bitches, niggas. Niggas, if you got your guns, throw them things in their head. Bitches, rub your titties.
Get your concealed carry.
But again,
Facts.
rub your titties with consent, bitches. It's your boy Monty. Vader's in the building.
Lord Java, Vader.
Jew
the Simply Sensei.
and Sun God. So
Praise the song.
love y'all niggas.
Praise.
Peace and
Peace
all
out.
that.
Be good.